Hey, we're out here. Huh? Oh, it comes in good because like I can sit it right here. So, Promise Mangum, pop-up podcast. This is what it is. Hey, if you're in the Triad area and you do music and you don't know this man right here, you're losing. You're losing. Go ahead and introduce yourself real quick.
I'm having a hard time hearing you.
Oh, is that? Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Alec Robinette here. I'm just happy to be out here tonight. But as Promise was saying, I do a little gathering every month called the Triad Music Business Network. We just had one earlier this evening. And we're running that back again August 27th. So check me out. Alec J. Robinette, Instagram, Twitter, Alec Robinette or Elemental Financial on Facebook.
And why did you decide to do the show? I mean, not the show, but the little network. Why did you decide to do that?
Oh man, I just I feel like sorry, I'm like distracted by what's going on stage. It's just education, man. How do we empower musicians, entrepreneurs, and provide a physical space where we can connect, do some networking, and learn some things, and then just grow the ecosystem. How can what I do help you grow, and then having just artists and involved, and just the creative chemistry that gets to be in place in this physical space.
Now, Atlanta has a good music scene. The Bay Area has a good music scene. Houston has a good music scene. What's the difference between those music scenes and what you're trying to do here in the Triad or in North Carolina as a whole?
I mean, North Carolina's got a great music scene. It's just spread out, right? So we got Charlotte, hour and a half south of here, Raleigh-Durham, hour and a half east, Asheville, 2 hours west, Fayetteville, Wilmington, and so there's these other cities, Atlanta, Houston, Chicago, New Orleans, like you know them as cities, but where I'm trying to look at the music scene in the state of North Carolina. So obviously I'm starting here with Winston-Salem, the Triad, but also building relationships in these other cities so we can start getting a cohesive network infrastructure so that artists that are here may not have to go to Atlanta. All right, so if you're in Charlotte, you may not have to go to Atlanta to make it. You may not have to go to LA to make it. But it takes having the connections, the network. That's big. But also just the people, the other people that are in the business. Your managers, A&Rs, labels. And so how do we get all that stuff connected so that an artist here can do more and go further?
Definitely. So, you brought up a really good point. It's not like Atlanta, and you're trying to have that thing of artists can make it here, and we just, travel to Atlanta or wherever. J. Cole, he had to go to New York to do that. But right now, the baby is doing a really good thing, and he didn't have to go to any other city for real. He stayed in North Carolina, grew his stuff in North Carolina, South Carolina, that whole ecosystem. And I think you saw that, and you're really trying to build upon that. I was also looking at the Wu-Tang documentary, and the Wu really has to, they gave a lot of credit to North Carolina, South Carolina, the little area right here of them blowing up. So do you see that as an advantage in showing folks like, hey, you don't have to go, you still travel and stuff, but you don't have to I have to live here in Atlanta or I have to do whatever. Is that what you're trying to kind of show artists right now?
Yes, I would say maybe it's a long-term goal. I mean, right now it's just where are we as a city and what's the talent that's here? And how can we start to get talent together in a room? And one, just those connections can lead to more creativity. How can we, provide a platform or a place where we can learn and talk about, topics of just where the industry is. I'm not trying to be any other city. We're gonna just take what we have, take the assets that we have, and one, just start to build them. And it's hard to do that if you don't know what they are, if you don't know where they are. And so having a physical space just start collecting people together, and knowing who's doing what.
I like to perform with the guitar.
That's just the beginning stage.
I'm an old
ecosystem. It's one thing as far as the product, right? The creators. The other thing that needs to be talked about are
my youngest is 5. I'm an old.
How do we reach audiences, fan bases? How do we get people to understand, pay attention, realize what it takes to be an artist, and appreciate and value artistry. And I don't have the answers to that. I'm myself am a fan, but it's like how do we get people to come out, open up their pocketbooks, support artists, recognize that they're out here making a living, and sometimes we feel like just art should be free, or we come to assume it's free sometimes. Free events, streaming is free, and just awareness all around about how do we support. And
so you have a really good idea of how to navigate those waters. Like some of the things that you said earlier, some of the knowledge that you share with some of these artists, that's why you've grown since you started doing the meetups. And it's the same thing like Atlanta does. And it's like I think a lot of people in North Carolina are really building upon that and saying like, oh, A knows what he's talking about. He knows what he's doing. He's not going to steer us wrong with it. Like, do you find that refreshing? Do you find that like, okay, well, yeah, I'm doing this, but now I need to make sure that
they kill our sons before they get a chance
we need to build upon that. Like, what are your thoughts on the future?
I had a hard time hearing you, but I'm gonna say I'm a student, right? I just love learning, and over the past 2 or 3 years, for me it's been learning the industry. I've always had a little bit of a foot into it. I managed a record store. I've done my first entrepreneur stint was doing grassroots marketing and promoting a couple bands. Spent time in college radio station, but myself, I'm not an artist. I do spoken word, but I'm not trying to make a living as an artist. So I've been trying to learn kind of that from an outsider, taking my industry experience as a financial planner in the financial industry, and just trying to look under the hood of the music industry. I've got kind of external eyes looking at something that there's a lot of confusion, right? There's a lot of confusion for me, so I'm always studying, and part of why I wanted to launch this was so I could really dig deep into my own understanding and build my knowledge base while spreading it with you, spreading with the artists that come, and that's one of just give you a selfish reason of, hey, I want to put this gathering together. It's because I want to learn, right? And I know that those that are showing up, they're there to want to learn. And when you get a together that is there because they want to learn. That's just powerful. I mean, sometimes we get in a room and sometimes some of us want to learn,
you're
or
off
some of us,
subject.
forced to learn, but
Like this, I mean, like we off subject half the time or whatever, and like, but being off subject sometimes actually we'll learn more because we'll learn about other people's problems, or maybe like 2 or 3 different artists' problems or whatever, and you have to address those. So for you to have the knowledge of that, I think it's very powerful. You know what I'm saying? So that I really like that. Do you think you can not predict the future, but stay ahead of the trends? Do you think that you have the ability to do that right
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know that I have the ability. You know, I think one is just paying attention. You know, like. It's hard, I think, for me to say, yeah, I know what it's going to be in 2 years, 3 years, 5 years. You know, I mean, it starts with just, for me, analyzing where it is or like what it's been historically to at least, you know, numbers don't lie, right? They usually like give you a good predictor as far as let's just talk about like the record industry and where we are revenue wise. You know, like tonight we talked about just releasing music and you know where the record industry is in terms of physical sales and streaming revenue and where that's going. I think it's just, you know, with technology, it's so difficult to predict like where it's going to be in 2 years. But if you're staying on top of and you're kind of ear to the street of what's happening in technology, especially with the youth, that's usually a telltale, right? Like what's a 15-year-old doing with their music and where they're putting it, you know, is potentially, you know, what's going to shift what happens in the next 5 years.
Definitely. Because like I say, I would have never known TikTok would be something that you would probably in the beginning to blow up. Like some of these apps, like, and that's what I'm saying, like music and technology has moved so quickly, and how people receive music, how they get music and stuff, you don't know what's gonna pop off. And we talk about this because it's like that technology moves so fast, and the way that music was 25 years ago, how they distribute, you know, royalties and stuff like that, doesn't apply to this year, or doesn't apply to this time and era and stuff like that. And I think you really hit on some really good, some good notes. But like, yeah, there has to be a shift. We gotta figure out what that shift's gonna be. So,
yeah, and I mean, I think it could be said with any industry, right? Like technology it shifts things, and like there's a turning point usually, and we don't know when the turning point's coming. You know, I spend I'm a financial planner, right? So in the financial industry, like the shift currently is going from, you know, let's say, you know, if you have a lot of money, then you can afford getting financial advice, right? And paying for one-on-one consultation. But the shift is going to be technology is going to reach more people with financial advice, you know, basically with AI and the ability to, you know, commodify investment management. And that's just one example of where I spend a lot of my time. So like that shift is happening. It's you know, it's going to be a good thing what that technology can do as far as allowing more education and more empowerment to people to build their wealth. Where a lot of times it's been, okay, I've got, you know, a couple $100,000 now. I can go sit down with a financial planner, you know, get a financial advisor that can help me steer me in a direction. Music, the technology that's happened in the last 20 years, you know, it's hard to say that I'll be listening to it the same way in a year, 2 years, 5 years. Probably will. Right? I don't think streaming is going anywhere. And as much as people want to like hate on streaming and how much it pays, the thing is, if it doesn't go anywhere, it's evergreen. Right? So your music is evergreen there. Whereas if you came out with a record 20 years ago and sold CDs 20 years ago, you might not be able to sell the same quantity of CDs or even close to it 20 years later. But when you have a catalog of music on a streaming service that pays you royalties, the stuff that you put out this year can still be paying you in 10 years. Someone can still be finding your new music and then going back to your back catalog. They may not be buying your old CDs in the same way. So you get your assets out there.
Get your what out there?
What's that?
Get your what out there?
Assets.
Your what?
Your assets.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's what music is. Assets.
Yeah. Once it's out there, it's an asset. If you build an audience, you have fan base, it's potentially passive income. While you're then working on a new project that you can say, okay, that's my active income, right? So my EP, my full-length project that I dropped 3 years ago is passive income as I'm working on my new project. Because someone's gonna, I'm gonna find new fans today that want to listen to this, and they're gonna go play the old stuff.
Exactly. Man, look. Like, hey, I know you gotta go home. Impromptu interview. Let the people know where they can find you. I know I can find you. But let all my artists know where they can find you at.
Yeah, so Alec Robinette. You can find me on Instagram, Alec J. Robinette, and Twitter. Elemental Financial is the name of my business. We've got a Facebook page or just Alec Robinette on Facebook. And yeah, hit a follow. There is a Facebook group, the Triad Music Business Network. And you can find it. Request to get part of the group, and we can give you more information on the next time we're getting together, which again, August 27th is the game plan with that one.
That's what I'm talking about. Hey, you see it, National Black Theater Festival, Promise Mangum, my homeboy A. We out here, Triad Music. We're really trying to build a culture.
Yeah.
We ain't here listening to a guitar. It sounds like Jimi Hendrix or something. We're out here. This is what it is. Promise Mangum Pop-Up Podcast. See y'all in a little bit. Hey. Peace.
All right. Peace.